Hey guys, and welcome back to Air Tycoon Online 3. Today is actually the same day as when the last episode is recorded, and I don't have very much to do right now in the game world, so to say, except for maybe make a route. So I'm just scanning around the world looking for a decent destination, and I think I'm just going to compete with Houston for a route. I'll see how many schedules I get. But yeah, basically all I wanted to do is really show you guys my planes and routes because I think I'm doing pretty well for this time in the world. I think I'm slowly getting better and better at starting in Air Tycoon, at least compared to the first runs I played. I think I'm doing significantly better. If you remember the company Maple Air, I think I made a video on it a long time ago. I think I'm doing a lot better than I was then. 61,000 profit is pretty good for this point. Okay, guys, I actually just literally went back and checked my video, and I couldn't find the exact profit at each time, but I did find that I hit 147,000 by 1963.10. Am I going to be able to achieve that in this world? Maybe, maybe not. It's going to be tough. I started in 1960.9, so I lost about 9 months of progress, but at the same time, the World Traveler Index is going to be a real helper in this one because it is quite a bit higher than usual. In addition to that, I do also have like a better understanding of the way the game works. And then on the counterpoint, my better understanding of how the game works has resulted in me investing a lot more into the future rather than trying to get the benefit right now, basically. The main reason for that increased investment is basically just because, well, I noticed that you become too vulnerable to competition um, without heavy investment, which is why I've basically chosen to do that this time. Uh, so, yeah, we'll find out basically if this is worth it or not. Nice of the auto price to set it to an actually nice price. So we'll go ahead and set that. Very nice indeed. And what other planes do we have? It looks like we have two leased Douglas DC-811s. So we can go ahead and find some routes for that before I continue to show you guys my existing routes. I guess you can kind of see on the screen what they are. But like, yeah. I kind of want to go for a more show and telly kind of way of playing this game from here on out because I noticed that in my videos, I think it was honestly a lot like too much of the same thing, and the same thing being just making routes. This is kind of curious. One guy's plan is making this much, and one guy's plan is making that much. There's a big difference. I don't know why. I don't know if I should even compete with that. I don't think I should. Yeah. Instead, let's just use Augusta because I'm not very sensitive to the size of the routes. Also, I need to kind of cash in some slots here. As you guys can see, London is out of slots, so I basically have to sacrifice short range slots for long range um, routes because long range routes, of course, utilize slots better per slot. So let's go ahead and do that. I think also it's finally time to purchase this. Nope, I shouldn't. Because I can buy this with the bonus credits I'm gonna get very soon, very soon. Let's see. Here are the quests. So yeah, I got 50 of these bonus credits, which will mean I use 50 less of my actual credits, which I got from winning the game. So yeah, we can, in the meantime, while the slots are requesting, actually, wait, hold up. I need to pick another city to request in. Let's go with Mosul, why not? Never mind, I am out of slot requests. So yeah, we can take a look at my routes in the meantime. Just get a good idea of what we're working with here. So yeah, you can see the list of competition routes. I'm not really caring for those right now, and it seems to be working. This is my lowest occupancy route, and it's still accelerating, quote unquote. Yeah, it's only 2 turns old, and it's almost full on the maximally down tick. I think I might even go for double planes very soon. I usually never go for double planes, but like yeah, like all this is all we're working with here is a stopover and 2 directs, which are both churning in cash. Um, so why not, you know? Um, I think I should really consider double routes. Like maybe even I could just do like DC to New York direct, or yeah, like just add a DC 11 to that or something, you know? Um, wait, does a DC 11 only get 9 schedules a week or 8? If it only gets 8, I won't. I'll order a 707 for that. Yeah. Um, yeah, instead of that, we'll just do a really basic stopover type route because why not? We can go something like, oh gosh, the white background with the white route lines on top of it are a recipe for hard to see. That's for sure. It also looks like Tbilisi's slot request is still going through, but luckily I've had the foresight at some point to make another nice route. Where did my other plane go? Did I actually accidentally leave it on London to New York? Let's check. I feel like I probably did. Uh, yep, I forgot to take it off, even though I meant to. Alright, so Tbilisi's slot request is done anyway. I think I'll use this good old African city first anyway. Go to Augusta, very nice. And yeah, we don't quite have enough slots, as you guys can see. I need to get one more, because of course a stopover uses 8 slots in the middle cities when there's 4 schedules a week. So yeah, we're gonna have to go ahead and cash in one more slot, which is a bit of a shame because these are nice profitable routes, which are just being butchered. Like I have London to Frankfurt on one schedule a week. Yeah, that's literally all I can do. I think the other city I scouted out was Orlando. I think I should just do it direct because someday that's gonna be a really, really big route, and we know I'll do the minimum length stopover to a pretty nice city. I think that's a good idea. Uh, that doesn't work. Cairo would work, so I'll go ahead and do this slot request in Cairo. There we go. Very, very nice. So what else would be of interest for people trying to emulate my progress? Because I think the way I'm playing right now is a pretty easy to replicate and stable way of playing. Basically just using mostly bought aircraft and stopovers. Of course, the stopovers are only possible if you start in Europe. It's very difficult to do stopovers if you start outside of Europe. But yeah, looking at these routes, none of them are actually particularly good routes. Like London to Muscat, Riyadh are decent routes, but then the rest are like Tashkent, Calgary, pretty average routes, and they're all 100% with the stopovers. And then the direct routes are basically all competition, but they're all full. Like this is the worst tick you can get, and literally all of them are full. So that's pretty amazing. So with that in mind, I think we're on track. I mean, like this is coming along nicely, slowly but nicely. Um, yeah. So as we buy more 707s, I think our profit should steadily creep up. With everything else, which is just fantastic. So yeah, I think I'll probably be back in a bit. Well, it's gonna be instant in the video. But when there's more money. And welcome back, guys. It's been an entire night, and as you guys can see, um, after a long night of sleep, we have a lot of money, um, just a lot of ticks of decent profit. Though I have noticed that it could be a lot higher. Um, yeah, I'm starting to feel like my profit numbers are a bit low. Like I really think they could be quite a bit higher, and I'm not really sure how to push it towards that. Right now. I guess I just have a lot of unused resources in terms of aircraft and such, which I really need to get flying on some good routes. Now, I also need to figure out how to switch airports. Like, how do I switch this to London? Um, can I do this? Did I do anything? I don't appear to have, or did it? No, I think it worked. Yeah, it worked. Okay, nice. Yeah, because I basically need, I want to do all the long haul routes from London 1. Um, The reason for that is, well, I want to concentrate all my slots into the same airport. That way, um, maybe I should concentrate all the long haul routes into London too. I don't know. I can always change this up later. The reason is, you guys know that there are, what are they called? The good old, I don't know. My brain is freezing right now. My bad. What is it called? Oh yeah, maintenance depots, and lounges, and I only want to buy one set of them. And to be honest, it only makes a big difference on the long haul routes, and on the short haul routes, who cares whether you're paying full price or not for the maintenance and the lounges, and not getting as many uh, long haul passengers. That makes a lot less difference because there's a lot fewer short haul routes per slot than there are long haul routes per slot. So I kind of want to move all my short haul operations to London Heathrow too, so I can just have 1,000 solid slots of pure long haul routes. Um, yeah, which in theory should be very, very profitable. Um, on the other hand, I don't seem to be able to find many remaining nice routes for my 707 here. Everything appears to be just slightly out of range or something like that. So let me see if I can think of anything. What I'm thinking of right now is I'll just continue to pick out routes to compete with, like Seattle. No, there's 14 schedules on this already. Alright, I'm not going to compete with 14 schedules. Not really a point to that. But anything with less than that, like 5, that's an easy compete. Yeah. So yeah, I'll be back once we have more slots. Alright, I got more slots and more everything to work with now. So let's go ahead and think of a new little stopover set to use. So one of them is probably going to be this. And then just to stop over to, I think it was Astana I had. Yep. Yeah, as you guys can see, I have tons of DC-11 stocked up. Not very much time to use them either. The tick is about to pass. You know what I just noticed too, though? What's very nice is the upticks are all during the afternoon, which is really nice because I always feel better when the profit is high. Um, so given that the upticks are going to be throughout the hours I'm most often awake, basically, um, yeah, I'm gonna feel better about my company, even though it's not actually better, which is pretty funny. Yeah, we can go ahead and also just fill in some more of these TU1, TU4 routes. Uh, yeah, I just need to get all the planes flying. So, you know, I think I'm just gonna put in another bulk order for Tupolevs. This is mostly just to enable more leases for other aircraft. I'm also really not sure if this is the best, most profitable way to progress, considering per Tupolev, like here the cost of one 707 is 74 million. That's four Tupolevs. Four Tupolevs makes 200 or 2K, and one 707 makes 3.5K. But then you get two leases, or you get one lease of DC-8, and that makes 2K. So I think overall it's higher profit to do Tupolev lease and that kind of stuff. But really, the numbers are very close, so I'm not very sure. Yeah, we can go ahead and pop this on route, and then we can get some slots in Pescara for, some more routes, and then more slots in. Ooh, I ordered just 20 slots, which is not smart on my part. I should always be trying to get in max orders, but I think I kind of messed that up. Let's see if we can find anything over here with an actual airport. Um, it looks pretty difficult. Got Tbilisi already, which is nice. And we'll just get a slot request going in Mosul, I guess. Yeah, so we can do something like Tbilisi to London, which appears to only have 6 slots, which is annoying. And then do something over here. Um, I can't reach Portland. I almost said Poland. What the frick am I? I kind of just woke up, so yeah. Mhm. Yeah, it's always, one of the first things I do when I wake up is check my Tycoon on line 3, actually, which is, a little bit sad, but well, that's just the way it is. Yeah, there's a big gap of like usefully sized cities. Uh, yeah, I can't really find anything. I guess like Nashville. I guess. I mean, there's not much else to work with around here. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to go with Nashville. So yeah, I'll be right back once the slots are in. All right, back to opening some nice routes. We can do something like, first of all, let's find a route to move to London 2. So let's do Glasgow. It's pretty close. Go ahead and select London 2. And very nice. I think that should have transferred over. That means I can do another slot request in London 2. And then open up another new route. So I realized I had Columbus here ready to stop over to something. And I can do London and then to Kano. I think, yeah, that's a decent stopover route. We can go ahead and put a nice DCA 11 on that. And also another thing I decided is I think I'm going to use 707 320s for stopovers now too. It'll unlock tons and tons of new ones basically. The reason why I don't own that many of them is, of course, they're expensive to purchase outright. But I think it'll be worth it. I mean, there's tons and tons of really, really nice stopovers you can do with them. So, like, here's Sapporo. Nice big city. It's probably big enough to fly direct, but I'm just going to fly with a stopover. In the future, it'll be a 747. And then I can fly it to, maybe one of these nice Mexican cities. Yeah, and then upgrade that to a 747 in the future. I think in general, that's just a pretty good idea. There's another batch of Tupolevs arriving. Yeah, once I actually finish putting all these Tupolevs en route, I think my profit will be quite high. I'll put an order for 3 of them. And then make sure I have fuel and stuff like that, because fuel makes a big difference. You know what else I need to do is I need to make sure London 2 has the appropriate of counters and offices. Yeah, because without this, we will end up with a very, very crowded London 2. Let's see. We need to find more close range routes. I think Pescara was one of them. So very nice. We can go ahead and price this at a very reasonable amount. There we go. And what else? I think we can connect another stopover. Nashville just finished. So Nashville to London 1 to Tbilisi would be a very good route. Yeah, just once again, filling out all these nice stopovers. I mean, getting 5 schedules a week on like 10,000 range route is very, very nice. Yeah. Man, stopovers are still the most overpowered thing in this game. Yeah, luckily for me, I'm in Europe, so it's super easy to do them. So we need to just find something about 6,000 kilometers away. Birmingham looks like a very nice option, actually. We'll go ahead and request that. I mean, what do I have requesting right now? I have no idea. That's probably Birmingham. So I need to request a London. Okay, let's make a route first so we get 25. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do it now because I don't think I'm going to have anything to make a route to it. And I just need to keep the requests ticking, basically. Yeah, like I want to get everything done before the tick passes. So, yeah, it's going to be a bit of a struggle in terms of timing. Ooh, I did not select London 2. London 2 to Oslo. Very nice. Go ahead and select the moderate. I think one advantage I have right now in opening all these routes is when I'm competing with this guy, um, PWC, for some reason he has the least satisfying planes I've ever seen in my life. So I think I should compete with him pretty successfully. Uh, it's also a pretty actively destructive competition because we both seem to be decent at the game in terms of. Whoops! I just flipped my phone. Hopefully, that doesn't have really weird effects in the recording. I have no idea yet. Um, but yeah, what was I gonna do? I was gonna open a nice stopover with my 707, but I think you know what? I'll just use this one direct, and future 707s will do some fancy stopovers with. Yeah, I just can't afford enough 707s right now, and the look at this. None of the direct ones have any problem filling up. Um, in fact, there's literally no variance in my income because the occupancy never changes, which is pretty interesting. Let me switch this to London too, so I can actually add schedules to it. Yeah, let me show you guys something. Looking at my income statement here, pretty mediocre income, but look at the variance. Passenger income, we lost literally 3K. I don't even know what that's from, but that's like 5 passengers. There's literally no variance. Everything is hard locked at 100%, which is amazing. I think part of the reason for that, as I've repeated many times, is the World Traveler Index being amazing for this time in the game. So yeah, basically, if I was more actively playing, and I think I'd be basically free expanding. And what I mean by free expanding is I would be expanding basically as fast as mathematically allowed. Because, like, as mathematically possible, I mean, because there's no routes which are not running at 100% yet. But unfortunately, I haven't done that, so I think I might even be behind one of my previous worlds. Which I really hope not, because I want to. My goal is to get 150,000 by the end of 1966. So that's literally just in 1 year, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to make that difference so quickly. I think I would have had to been playing more actively to increase profit earlier on to be able to do that, basically. So, can I not switch? Why? Sometimes the GUI of this game just extremely confuses me. Actually, why is this route already out of London? What? Okay, let's try a different one. Okay, maybe that one was already based in London too. I guess that's the only reason I could possibly think of. But anyways, all right, let's go ahead and see if there's any more long haul routes we can make. You're just looking for cities here. I don't see much. Montgomery, that's so small. Cape Coral, very small indeed. Kingston, San Juan, Port of Spain. Can I reach like these cities? These ones are decent. Fortizella is actually decently large, so we'll go ahead and request that. I don't know, like the size barely matters because, I mean, except for the routes which are going to be capable of supporting a 747 on them, a lot of these routes are very unimportant how big they are, because yeah. I should also pick some cities kind of closer, like in this range bracket. Yeah, like Ankara. Anything untaken in this range bracket. Yeah, we'll go ahead and request that. Oh, no, we won't. I'll be right back. And welcome back, guys. I think we have some routes to make, though I'm not sure. Do you guys see anything I can make to London, London to Berlin? Oh, there we go. 24 schedules, TU104. Just add some competition. I don't think I'll ever cause it to become empty. I mean, adding like 20 seats to this stuff is really nothing, you know what I mean? Like, But the big but is it's still nice to just, potentially cause damage. I don't think it will. What else do we have here? Natal? Sal Luis. I mean, Sal Luis is about 225. I mean, might as well use it. And then we can go ahead and find something on this side. Now it's 7,000k away, so I can stop over to something extremely close. Like Ninzi, like Novgorod, or something like that. You know, we'll just use this. I mean, the size of the route is really becoming less and less important. As you guys can see, I have not picked a single route which is not capable of getting 100% load factor. So you can go ahead and put in a lease order for more DC8s, and that seems to be it. We are finally out of cash. But yeah, I have a ton of planes now. I mean, these are going to take days and days, or not days and days, but like a few in real life. Probably in real life another hour for me to finish using them. Just all these Tu-124s needing a 5-minute slot request per plane, so a little bit time consuming. And wow, I have a lot of, oh wait, wrong London. Wait, what? Oh wow, I have empty slots, guys. What a weird feeling. Wow, I don't even have any like destinations ready. Let's pick some. Let's pick some, guys. So Venice and Milano look like good options. For some reason, nobody has taken them. Besides, I guess I'm the only other company here, so I'm the only other person who has the chance of taking them. So yeah, let me go ahead and put slot requests in for these places, and I'll be right back. All right, let's go ahead and make some routes, some juicy routes. So for Azella to London 1, and then to something close, I think it was the consensus. Now, where was it? Did I ever request slots in somewhere close, guys? It appears I forgot. Alright, guys, we ready to continue some operations out of the London Heathrow. Once again, making this route, which I failed to complete last time, due to me forgetting, like a dumbass, to, get the proper slots in the right places. Yeah, I'm like been playing so much 85 that I forget that slot request timer is slow, and you need to like pre-plan when you want to play continuously on episode or whatever. So just running and gunning, basically the way I put it, the way I normally do it in 85, where you just whenever I feel like it, turn on the recording and start playing. Doesn't really work. Just mostly, yeah, you have no control over a lot of things. Let's go ahead and finish that up, and then see if there's literally anything else planned. I don't think I did have anything else planned. Let's see if I can find something in this mess of cities which works. I mean, I guess I'll use Natal even. Yeah, I'll be right back. Alright, London Heathrow 2 just got a slot drop, so we can go ahead and put this on route. Very nice, very nice. And then I can go ahead and add more slots. Oh, what just happened? Let me cancel that. Hold up. Let me see if I can add another one first and then cancel that. And then just do a slot request. But doesn't seem like there's much to work with here. Oh, never mind. We just got Casablanca, so. Wait, what? Oh, well, this is from London 1. I do not want London 1. I want London 2. Yep, then we can go ahead up. Pricing, 1.15. Make sure we get everything right, Done, and then go ahead and add more slots. Yeah, this is pretty tedious. What? Why is there still more? Okay, whatever. I'll just do a 23 request. Pretty lame. It looks like that. Look at this. We finally got the quest unlock. I've been waiting for this for a long time. I think that's the final one. Yeah, so that's the batch of credits we get. And the reason why that's really, really nice is now I can basically finally unlock my last slot request, because it'll be using least of my own quote unquote credits. Um, I mean, I'm not really sure if you can even consider it like that, but like, yeah, basically the credits that are being used now are not going to be like mine, but the 50 of them are going to be the reward credits. So I can finally go ahead and unlock this. So we're maxed on plane request slots and thing request slots now, and we're down to 181 credits. Um, so that's a bit disappointing, but yeah, 4 request slots is super convenient, obviously, for just opening routes and stuff. I can finally, actually open routes at a decent pace. Um, like this. I think the Natal. Wait, I never started Natal. All right, I'll be right back. Hey, look, we got a freaking turn pass, so we can go ahead and take a look at what we got. That's not great. We literally did all that, and our profit didn't increase yet. But I mean, I guess it is kind of a couple term, long term thing because yeah, we got all these routes accelerating now. Um, I don't know why I use the term accelerating. I just feel like it fits, but probably doesn't. Let's take a look at London to Rome also. Here we got, let's see, 1 point something K, 1.2K. Yeah, that seems reasonable for me to add my own plane on that route. I think, yeah, I think that should be fine. So let's go ahead and open London to something else, Milano. Go ahead and drop our TU124 in that. Yeah, I wanted to open that route to Rome because I think it's about time I start competing on, I guess you could say, what's it called? Uh, like the opening of new bases, whatever that's called. Like, I need to start doing that so that I have freaking something to work with. Once London too, or London gets quite exhausted for routes, which as you guys can see, like I would say that is already starting to happen. That there's not a lot of great London routes left. Um, like I'm starting to compete on most routes, and that kind of stuff like that. Yeah, I feel like it could be a definite improvement um, to open up new hubs where I can get nice monopoly routes. So my plan for hubs are Frankfurt, Rome, Beijing, which is a bit rip because look at this place. It seems to have a pretty decent player there. Um, yeah, I think my friend called Seoul, and I can't remember if he called Tokyo or not, but Tokyo would be a definite consideration considering how deserted um this currently is. Yeah, a lot of the long range routes are just ignored. Then again, they're out of range of conventionally good aircraft. I think the DC-862 will come out very soon, though, in just a few turns, and that will change things. So, yeah. Anyways, what should I do with my money again? Well, the first thing, of course, is fuel. And then the next thing I should do is... who knows? Who knows? I mean, I'm just going to continue this 2 bluff strategy. You know what? I'm going to be doing probably most of it off camera from now on. Because, every single world I play has this exact same pattern of me buying 2 bluffs and opening stopovers. So, yeah, I think you guys get the point. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.